By this activity, we will try to understand the effect of temperature on change of state. In order to do this activity, take 100 grams of ice in a beaker and keep laboratory thermometer in it. And for every 30 seconds, check the temperature of the water. The temperature of the mixture of solid ice and liquid water does not change for some time. It changes only when it reaches the melting point. The temperature starts changing only when ice completely melts in it. The point wherein the solid ice would be turned into the liquid and becomes a liquid is known as melting point. Generally, the melting point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. So, when the temperature of the water is 0 degrees, it is in the form of a liquid. When this liquid is being further heated, the force of attraction among the liquid will also change. Till now we have understood that there is a force of attraction in the ice cubes. On heating, this force of attraction will reduce and it starts melting and it forms into a liquid, right? So the liquid will further have a certain amount of force of attraction. When the water is being heated at 100 degrees Celsius, when the temperature of the water has reached the 100 degrees Celsius, the force of attraction in the liquid form of the water further undergoes change and forms into a gas. This is known as the vapor. And the process wherein the water turns into vapor is known as vaporization. And this occurs only when the water is heated and reaches the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. You can observe the change in the temperature with the help of the laboratory thermometer which you have kept in the beaker. Look at the image, friends. The image is of solid carbon dioxide. Generally, if we keep carbon dioxide in a cylinder and compress it with great pressure, it turns into a solid. And when the pressure is reduced by 1%, again it will convert into a gaseous state. Generally, this solid carbon dioxide is used in order to cool the temperature, and it is also known as dry ice. Hello friends, we have already discussed that when the water is being boiled at 100 degrees Celsius, it turns into vapor. That is, it turns into a gaseous form. So the important point to remember is the water must be boiled at 100 degrees Celsius in order to water changes from the liquid state to the gaseous state, which is a vapor, and this is known as vaporization. But what does it mean by evaporation? Have you ever observed that when you dry your wet clothes in the sun, the clothes doesn't reach 100 degrees Celsius, but the water becomes a vapor, right? And this is known as evaporation. For example, in liquid, the particles at the surface means top surface, have higher energy than the particles in the bulk of the water. You can observe that in the diagram. With respect to the evaporation, the particles on the surface have higher energy. The particles thus break away from the force of attraction of other particles and change into vapor state. The phenomena when the liquid changes into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called as evaporation.